A billionaire stepped out of his
Watch out,
SUV,
sir. It's got
and
the
a
red
dirty
mark.
stray
Don't let
dog
it bite you.
suddenly bit him in public. Everyone screamed, "Kill it!" But the billionaire froze, because on the dog's back was a birthmark, his father's secret symbol, and that dog wasn't attacking him. It was leading him to a crime buried for 20 years. The dog didn't bark. It didn't growl. It didn't beg. It just stared at Damien Blackwood, the richest man in the city, like it knew his sins. Then suddenly, it lunged. Ah! Damien shouted as sharp teeth sank into his expensive trouser leg. His guards reacted instantly. "Shoot it," one yelled. But Damien raised his hand quickly. "No, don't." The guards froze. The dog released his leg and backed away, breathing hard, tail low, not violent, just angry. Damien's assistant, Evelyn, stormed forward. "Sir, that animal is rabid. Let me call animal control." But Damien couldn't move, because as the streetlight fell on the dog's fur, Damien saw something that made his chest squeeze. A burnt scar across the dog's back, shaped like a crooked letter B. And Damien knew that mark. Only one man used it. His father, Victor Blackwood. Damien swallowed. "Where did you come from?" he whispered. The dog didn't answer, obviously, but it did something worse. It turned around slowly and started walking away as if saying, "Follow me if you want the truth." Damien stood there, confused. Evelyn screamed, "Sir, you can't follow a stray dog." But Damien stepped forward anyway. The dog led him through back streets, alleys, and finally stopped at an abandoned construction site, fenced with rusted iron. Then the dog looked at Damien again and began digging the ground wildly. Damien frowned. "What are you doing?" The dog barked once, short and sharp, then continued digging like it was desperate. One of Damien's guards whispered, "Sir, this looks dangerous." Damien ignored him and stepped into the dusty site. Suddenly, the dog pulled something from the soil, a black piece of cloth, and underneath it, a human name tag. Damien bent down. His fingers trembled as he wiped the tag clean. Emily Raymond, safety officer. Damien's face went pale. The dog backed up and whined softly like it was morning. Damien's voice became hollow. "Emily Raymond," Evelyn whispered, scared. "Sir, who is that?" Damien's eyes darkened. "A woman my father erased." The dog then dropped something else at Damien's feet. A small memory card, muddy, sealed in nylon. Damien stared. How do you have this?" he whispered. The dog barked again and sat, like a soldier completing a mission. Damien picked it up slowly. At that moment, Damien realized something terrifying. This wasn't just a stray dog. This dog was a message, a warning, a witness. Damien stood upright, staring at the burned scar on the dog's body. He whispered the words like a confession. "My father did this to you." The dog's ears dropped, as if agreeing. Then Damien said something that shocked everyone around him. "This dog is coming with me." Evelyn snapped. "Sir, no, it's filthy." Damien's voice turned ice cold. "Wash him, feed him, heal him." Then he looked at the dog again and added quietly, "And if my father hurt you," he paused, "then I swear you'll get justice." That night, Damien brought the dog into his mansion. When the dog entered the luxurious house, it didn't jump in excitement. It didn't run around. It stood still, breathing slowly. The dog stared at the giant family portrait on the wall, Victor Blackwood smiling like a saint, and the dog began to tremble. Damien noticed and knelt beside it. "You know him," Damien whispered. The dog growled softly. Damien's heart pounded, because now he was sure. This dog had suffered something evil, and it wanted revenge. Damien touched its head gently. "You're safe now." The dog looked at him as if saying, "Safe? No, not until the monster is punished." Damien named the dog Shadow because it moved like a silent ghost. The vet confirmed the scar wasn't an accident. "It's a branding burn," the vet said. "Someone intentionally marked him." Damien's stomach turned. He already knew who. That evening, Victor Blackwood arrived at Damien's mansion uninvited. Victor's presence filled the house like poison. The man was old, but his eyes were sharp with power. Victor smiled. "Son, I heard you adopted a stray animal." Damien didn't smile back. "It's not a stray." Victor chuckled. "In this city, anything without money is a stray." Shadow was lying quietly beside Damien, but the moment Victor walked closer, Shadow stood up and growled. Not loud, just deep. Victor froze. The color drained from his face. Damien noticed immediately. "You recognize him," Damien said slowly. Victor recovered quickly, laughing. "A dog? Come on. You're becoming weak, Damien." Shadow suddenly barked once and stepped forward. Victor's smile cracked. He whispered dangerously, "Get that thing away from me." Damien stepped between them. "Why? Is it because he carries your mark?" Victor's eyes narrowed. Damien continued, voice rising, "Is it because he knows what you buried at that construction site?" Victor snapped instantly. "You're accusing your own father because of a dirty animal?" Damien answered coldly, "I'm accusing you because truth is screaming, even through a dog." Victor's face turned hard. "You think you're smart, but you're still my son." Damien replied, "And you're still a criminal." Victor leaned close. "Be careful. Dogs can disappear." Shadow growled again as if he understood every word. Victor stepped back and smirked. "You've always been sentimental. That's your weakness. I know exactly how to destroy you." Victor left. That night, exactly at 2:13 a.m., the mansion alarms rang. 3 masked men jumped the fence. They weren't thieves. They came straight for Shadow. Damien woke up hearing Shadow barking violently. He rushed downstairs and saw a masked man holding a tranquilizer gun. Damien shouted, and oh! The dart fired, but Shadow pushed Damien away, taking the dart in its own body. Shadow fell on the floor. Damien screamed, "Shadow!" The masked men ran, mission accomplished. Damien held Shadow's head, eyes burning with rage. Shadow's eyes slowly closed. Damien whispered to the unconscious dog. Shadow survived. Barely. But when Shadow woke up, it wasn't normal. It kept scratching at its collar. Damien noticed and examined it. Under the collar, hidden inside the stitched fabric, was a tiny metal capsule. Damien opened it carefully. Inside were 2 things: a torn flash drive, a folded paper with handwriting. Damien read it aloud. "If you found this dog, it means I am dead. Victor Blackwood killed my sister Emily. This dog was used to carry evidence. Protect him." Damien's blood turned cold. So Emily Raymond wasn't just a worker. She had family. She had people who knew. Shadow wasn't only branded. Shadow was a living messenger. Damien immediately called his most trusted lawyer, Mr. Grant. "We have evidence," Damien said, "and the key witness is a dog." The lawyer blinked. "A dog," Damien replied. "A dog doesn't lie." That line became the theme of the chapter. Damien then met with an old construction guard who used to work under Victor. The old man trembled. "I can't testify," he cried. "Victor will kill me." Damien showed him the scar photo and the note. The old man broke into tears. "He did it," he whispered. "Victor ordered us to silence the woman. She refused to sign the fake report. So he staged an accident and used that dog for experiments to intimidate workers." Damien's jaw clenched. "And Shadow?" The man swallowed. "Shadow belonged to Emily. He followed her everywhere. When she died, Shadow kept barking. Victor said the dog saw too much, so he branded him and dumped him." Damien closed his eyes. A man killing a woman was evil, but torturing her dog too? That was another level of cruelty. Damien looked at Shadow. Shadow rested his head on Damien's foot quietly. Damien whispered, "You stayed alive to deliver justice." Shadow's tail moved weakly. That night, Damien made a decision. He would publicly expose Victor, even if it destroyed the family name. The city's biggest press conference happened inside the Blackwood Hall. All reporters came. All cameras. Victor arrived wearing confidence like armor. He believed Damien would never betray him. Damien walked to the microphone. Shadow walked beside him. The crowd laughed quietly. What's that dog doing here? Victor smirked, but Damien raised his hand. Today, Damien began, I will expose the truth behind the death of Emily Raymond. Victor's smile disappeared. Damien continued, my father, Victor Blackwood, ordered her death and covered it up. Victor shouted, lies? Damien nodded to the screen. The flash drive footage played. It showed the construction site. Victor yelling, keep the machines running. I don't care who dies. The room exploded with gasps. Victor froze. Then Damien lifted Shadow's scarred back for cameras. This dog belongs to Emily, Damien said. When she died, he tried to expose the truth. My father punished him. Victor screamed, it's a dog. You're ruining me over a dog. Damien stepped down from the stage and walked up to Victor. And Damien spoke the sentence that shook the nation. If a dog can stay loyal to the dead, then I can stay loyal to truth. Police entered immediately. Victor tried to run, but Shadow suddenly barked loudly and lunged at Victor's leg, not to kill him, but to stop him. Victor fell. Police cuffed him. Cameras flashed like lightning. The richest criminal fell because of a poor dog. Outside the courthouse, Damien knelt beside Shadow. You did it, Damien whispered. We did it. Shadow licked Damien's hand gently. Reporters asked Damien, why would you destroy your own father for a dog? Damien turned to the cameras and replied, because when humans fail, even animals become the voice of justice. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.